trying to use the speed boost to throw people off so they'll run straight up.
Actually, anyone else can make their own way. They're late now.
Okay.
So we'll just come in. We're going to be doing, for those who weren't here earlier, we're doing normal Iron Maidens first. And then we're going to do some heroic bosses.
We're not going to do the normal last guy?
We're going to save that for a night when everyone's here and clear the whole thing. Because it's going to be a really hard fight. It's going to take a lot of learning time, so ideally we want everyone to learn that together. And because it'll probably take all night. And I don't want to do that tonight. And I'm the raid leader. To do what I tell you. But seriously, yes, I think as we'll get more for the guild if we do some heroic bosses tonight. In the short term, anyway.
Why is there so much trash on the way in?
I like all the little little markers that somebody left with Claire.
It is very helpful. They did that on Saturday. At least I knew where I was going. You walked out. It's like you're driving along. You're like looking for a signpost where you're going.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a confusing instance.
Yeah.
It's not linear. That's the issue.
Oh, you're outside.
Yeah, I had to walk.
Oh.
I'm trying to not get killed by the millions and millions of mobs around.
Didn't you get a
feather?
I had to go back to get a pet that I then have to get, and I didn't get a new
Oh,
summon.
sorry.
That sucks. You should have said...
Don't you have the feather? You can launch them.
No, I don't have it in.
You should just get it just for like 1 week.
Yeah,
you get all the little things quite quickly. Sadly, you need to do all the dungeons.
I'll have to somehow try to find my way in without getting killed a million times.
I just run straight up from the
probably
flight
won't
path.
be doing heroic or Gurju tonight unless we kill lots and lots of things.
Oh, nice, great.
As you can see, some people have
Who is Mecha
done
Shredder?
quite a lot of them.
Me. I forgot I had it, so now I can just fly. Unless the floor isn't actually real and I just fall through the terrain. That was interesting.
We can go without him, can't we? Clear some trash.
Trash, yeah.
Just be 1 second.
Sorry, Ted, you
Oh,
know
no,
you,
one second.
on Saturday we're talking about the boss on the boat that drops the puddles on the floor?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
On this fight,
The ad.
Oh right,
yeah,
okay,
I was saying
yeah.
he's actually on the boat at the moment. He's the big ogre guy. That's who it is, he comes by himself.
Alright, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
What did you manage to get done on heroic, Daz?
So, totems.
Give me buff.
Yeah, we can buff.
Could we swap him in out of grip 4 and put Bonk in there and have the best grip ever?
No, because he's going to go onto the boat.
Oh.
Because he's ranged and we don't have much ranged.
You're still expecting me to make it in alive.
I'm hoping you will. Should we pull this trash if we've got 2 tanks?
So we are going to have to send a melee across, even if it's not perfect.
I thought it's range across.
We don't have 5 range.
If we may not... No, we do. Okay.
Sorry, what?
The Elemental Shaman. Unless you want 5 healers.
And we got Shadow Priest.
Oh, I thought you'd already put the people going across in group 4.
I was holding off because I couldn't remember. how many people it was, and because I
6.
didn't know if I wanted to put a tank in that group for the easy feelers, but I couldn't remember if the tank changed based on who went across, or if it was just
No,
one
it's the same one.
same tank every time. Okay. In that case, Chris can go in group 5.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh,
It's very crowded out here if you have to manually get across.
Normally quite straightforward, right?
Not if people in front of you pull everything and then re-aggro's on you.
Okay. Are you going from everybody, Mike?
Yeah, but
Okay,
that was a
so
lot of
okay,
trash. No, I hope I can get my...
Wrists.
yeah, I can't. I'm just. We'll do it after the trash is dead. Because this is not the time.
Sorry, I had to answer the door.
Shane Craig isn't here. I know it's crypt for him, isn't it?
He wants crit. How could you even forget?
Yeah, I know.
Random problem solved.
Yeah, true.
Someone will need them, I'm sure.
Bash doesn't like multi-strike.
I thought everyone loved multi-strike.
I do love multi-strike.
That's the quest.
Oh, there
if
they are.
anyone needs it, by the way, the legendary quest is up the top corner there.
Best to get it before.
I did all the
rest of
LFRs this week and I only got 3 abrogator stones.
Lane.
There's a
Impossible.
It's funny,
How
you,
did-
you
how-
don't want loot
Oh, you
names on
can get
stones.
you don't get any stones if you get loot. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not right. That's the stout things you don't get. Or,
Yeah.
No, it's the stones,
It's
I thought.
impossible to get 3 stones from a full run of LFR.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Unless you get clusters and you destroy the clusters, which is entirely possible to do.
You
don't
used the
get
wrong
quests in
portal
LFR.
again.
I think he means the insects.
You just get lots of stones instead.
I just got individual stones.
How could you only get 3?
Yeah, how did you only get 3?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that was just for my that from the one full run, the run of the wing.
Right.
I still don't get it, but
That's
okay.
it. Did you get like
So-
one from one boss or something?
Yeah, don't you get like multiples per boss?
Sometimes,
Sometimes.
if you get lucky and get one of the clusters. then-
Another thing.
Enjoying this, yeah.
Things, hooray! Okay, well we're gonna do the cloth braces.
Coming.
I'm announcing it in your screens. 665 cloth braces.
Should probably
I have the
look
same
up.
item level, but those have better substats for me.
I
You
have a
have,
higher item level, but those have better stats. But
You
give
have
them the
10
bomb.
item levels while Bash. It's
I have
665.
I have 655. Sorry.
Looks tasty with
changes
optionals.
nothing. Where's the other one? See
The-
Sparkly Loot Corpse.
It's only one we
It was
got.
the same
It's
one. People getting
AoE loot.
overexcited. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question. Do you want to sell these? They're actually
No,
sellable.
I want you to wear them.
Okay. Well, I thought, I don't know if the
And
guild
only
needs
there.
money.
roll if you don't want to equip them, okay?
Don't disenchant them.
No, I do want to equip them. I just
Yeah,
want to
that's
make sure
all
the
fine.
guild can't use the money.
You know what? I think that people can pay for their own repairs if the guild runs out of money.
Yeah.
I mean like that.
What kind of
especially-
tyrant are you?
Especially because I make like probably about 1,000 gold a day from my follower missions, so I can't help but feel that people could probably
Is that
fund
just-
their own repairs.
Is that just from your one main tune? Is that across all your rolls?
No, that's my main tune.
That's
I'll give it that
impressive.
much.
Yeah, I don't get that
know.
much.
I just do.
Selling things.
I vend pretty much everything that comes in the
Yeah.
crates. I never get anything useful.
Oh, I can understand.
So
it then,
all the
yeah.
blues and greens turn into money. All of the money turns into money. I'm selling the item level upgrade things as well because I can't use them.
What?
So anyway, this fight if you haven't seen it, is an exciting and fun encounter where we send ranged bitches, I mean Group 4, across to the boat when one of the free bosses decides to leave us and do that thing. Plus one the tank, who will be there, I assume? Or is it Conda?
Conda.
Okay, you've been volunteered. Well, they will do a fun and exciting job on a boat that I'm not certain about, and you can talk about that in Group 5 amongst yourselves. Use party chat.
Group 5.
When
Four,
it's
sorry,
time.
Group 4. There are a few important things that you must do throughout the fight. If there is a long straight red line, you must stand in that long straight red line, because it is going to save your friend from death. It's just shared damage for everyone who stands in it, otherwise it's a kill. Very much like Paragons and Siege, as Nim says.
Exactly like the aim, except like no poop on the floor.
That's the, I think it's, I want to say it's Sorka, but I can't actually remember who does it.
That means nothing to me. I haven't done Siege.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, you stand in the line when you see the big straight red line. There's a frontal cone on one of the bosses. Steve knows which.
Marak, I think, or whatever his name is. One that's got an M. Blood Mage, Mirror.
Which must not hit anybody and is targeted on a tank. So
Nope.
No? Targeted on a random person? Is it this
yeah.
squiggly line by any chance?
Yeah, it's
The squiggly line. If you get the squiggly line, everyone must move away from you.
Or they could point it to red.
They could point it to red, but for the sake of simplicity, you have your own responsibility not to be in the squiggly line.
However, a tank needs to get in between them and be the closest one.
So pointing at red is good, but if you can't point it at red, or if you think you're going to hit everyone with it, then stand still and the tank can position themselves properly.
Don't run around constantly, because that's really annoying.
There is, if you're not going over to the boat, there is a very exciting Bomberman phase.
There's a Bomberman phase.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Second's actually really cool.
Basically, this platform fills up almost entirely with bombs. No, we kill them all together. It's AoE fun times. Where basically the platform fills up almost entirely with bombs. A couple of the bombs fall at different rates. So there's a couple that go first. You go and stand near them, and then the rest of the bombs will fall, because you don't want to stand in one of the pools that's forming, and it takes a while for the bombs to arm and then explode. So you can go and stand near the first bombs, and then move out to the newly fallen bombs. It becomes pretty obvious once you've seen it, basically.
What's the blast radius of each bomb?
It's not that big. I can't tell you. Something like 8 yards, probably less, probably 5.
Before the bombs actually drop, there's red markers on the ground, which makes it really obvious. Like, you can easily get out of the way.
Just go and stand where a bomb is, and then don't be on it when it explodes, and it'll become really obvious how to do that.
The boat suddenly sounds so easy.
The bombs will go red as they're about to explode.
Yeah.
So
you get a reasonable amount of time to move out of them. I didn't get hit by any, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I think I'll manage, because I often get hit by things that I'm not expecting. And yeah, it's a massive cleave fight, so use all of your special AoE moves as much as you like, basically.
If you've not been to the boat before, when it's time, you click the hooks that are at green.
Yeah, I've been typing in the party chat to tell them about the bosses and
Chris has
stuff.
been informing us.
How you doing, Nim?
This is harder to get to on foot than I thought. Not having a feather is fucking bullshit.
It's the first time I used a feather this time. I normally run it.
yeah, me and
I get summoned then.
It's
I'm
so much
lazy.
easier feathering than everything.
Don't worry,
Is
we've got a
Sky
lot.
Point the closest thing, or is it Everbloom?
No, Everbloom.
Everbloom is probably closest, yeah.
Iron Docks.
And then you have to ride up and round enemies now.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
been
was trying
said
to fly
by
over.
many people, but if you have the mole machine, you can mole machine to the outpost and fly from the outpost with the feather.
That's what I do.
Remind me to get the feather.
Nim, are you doing the bombs at the back again? I believe that was you doing it last time.
I can.
Let's just have a look, see if there's any other special...
I can do it if you want, it's not a problem. I just thought you did it last time, so...
That's what it's doing. See, Iron Maidens, there's a blade dash. It says it can be deadly. Avoid standing close to other players if you're battling Sorka. You heard. That's going to be most of the phases, and when she's not on the boat, basically. Ranged should spread out around the platform to avoid her damage. The final phase, or the Council Enrage, Soft Enrage, is involves little fire turrets that spew moving projectile fire across the room in a spinning cone. You can kill those and should, because it reduces rate damage, but they are avoidable. They don't move that fast. So it's easier to avoid than the fire on the twins, for instance, because there are little gaps in between all of the bits of fire, and it's not very big.
And the gap gets bigger the further away you are as well,
Exactly.
doesn't it?
But
So,
killing those, definitely a ranged priority. A bit dangerous for melee.
is there a priority on the turrets, or is it just whichever one's closest, just nuke it down, basically?
Yeah, just kill all of the turrets.
Okay.
We've got 2 Shadow Priests, so they're going to be multi-dotting whatever I say, and I expect them to do that.
I think I
I think if
DC'd.
I've missed anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, you
a
have.
debuff that the boss puts on you that chases you and you have to run away and not catch it through ranged.
Bombardment or something,
Yeah,
isn't it?
bombs. Don't let it catch up to you, don't take it through ranged. It's like the fire on Texas.
Sanguine Strikes is a healer thing. Heavy raid damage. It's not. It's you can't avoid it.
There's also a dispellable dot for the healers that's very, very strong damage that needs to be dispelled.
Know what that's called?
No idea. It's the only magic debuff in the fight, so...
Fair enough.
I have no idea where I actually was when I DC'd because I was running, and I guess DC'd me afterwards. Well, that's an interesting place to land.
Dark Hunt is the thing you were talking about, I think. Yeah. Super.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just says you take probably about half your health in damage.
I think the boat phases are preset, but you determine who goes over depending on what health they're on.
Right.
I think the boss that goes over is determined by said boss's health, I think.
The last phase is the toughest. We save heroism for I think it's 20%.
Yes, they frenzy.
Yeah, 20%. They frenzy. Yeah. They all do more damage in that phase. We're still going to be using, cleaving like no tomorrow. But if you have particularly much stronger single target, it's fine to focus on that.
Just I managed to get out of the building I was stuck in.
There's an achievement for killing them all very soon to each other, but I don't think there's actually... The reason you don't want to kill them all, just kill one and then another one, is that when they reach 20% health, they all go into the frenzy. So once we get to 20% health, just do whatever is your most damaging rotation. That's all good. You can kill one and have the other 2 still alive in that phase and it'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, possibly we ought to do that. Not sure. I mean, obviously I'm just going to AoE.
Yeah, it's safest to bring all of them to 20% at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, that's
dangerous.
definitely it. But once they're under 20%, I was saying. I'm sure people will...
I like how Rob was waiting for me, but doesn't actually give me a speed buff. Or a life grip. He's
He's
running
just
away
happy
from
to
me.
see you. He's just glad you're in the raid.
I'm leading you. Adding you through.
I think you need to actually kill everything to make thingy open.
Seems that way, yeah.
The hut with him in it.
Not everything, just the end of wing bosses. Like you can skip over Gorger.
There is a very funky invisible wall here.
This is a massive waste of time. Hurry up!
Nim's
here.
here.
Damn it, Nim! Hurry up!
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe.
let's buff up.
Does anyone have any mage food by any chance? Just from previous content?
Expire.
I'll
Got plenty
set
of
up
feed.
some,
I can
Mages
drop
make
lots
food.
and lots of food for you.
No.
Okay, yeah. Go and grab a drink if you need to, Barra. And anyone else, please use this as the
Okay, be right back.
time to get a drink. It's fine.
Someone remind me to put down an inn tomorrow so I can actually get that stupid feather.
Who's giving spell power then?
No one at all.
Doesn't... No, they don't, do they? It used to be baked into Ellie. Yeah, it's not the most optimal setup. Respect.
And I can see why a mage tower is handy for this place, because there's a portal right in front of the door, pretty much.
There's gotta be some other cheesy way to get the spell power buff. It's
Yeah.
not like a scroll or something.
Don't think so.
They did away with the scrolls this expansion.
I'm dead on 1,000 multi-strike.
Obviously, if you're not sure about the tactics, just don't get ready or ask me now.
Kicks on the ship are going to be interesting on that one, yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
going to go with, if you have the squiggly line on you, you must move to the red. It's probably good practice for everyone to get used to that.
You don't have to go all the way to the red, just point it from the middle to red.
There's a squiggly line and there's a straight line. Straight line, don't worry about it. Squiggly line, move to the red. Yes, I guess you could.
Everyone else will worry about it when you get the straight line.
Yeah, everyone else needs to get into the straight line. I'll probably shout something, maybe. Right, anything else?
Nope, I think we got it.
Not especially. I mean, we nearly got it, so...
Yeah, we got to 11% on 2 pulls.
9.
6 and
No.
proofs.
Less than, you'd expect.
We got it low.
We did good.
Pretty
6
low.
through 11 was the percentages.
And I've removed my chain lightning glyph this time.
Sensible.
Is there a reason your totem is a snake?
It's a minor glyph and I like it over the other totem.
What race are you, Chris?
Waiting
Dwarf.
for Bonk.
Yeah, I don't blame you, they have terrible totems.
No, I actually do like the totems. It's just I like the snake, or when I'm playing elemental anyway.
I'm just joking, just
Is that just
causing
the default
trouble.
troll totem?
No, it's a Vol'jin's fire totem.
I thought Vol'jin was a shadow priest. That doesn't make any sense.
Should have hunted.
He's half priest, half shaman.
I'm back.
Okay, everyone is here. And ready, I hope.
Nim, can you
Yes.
empty, please? Thanks, Charles. Bye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So that's the red, please. That's good.
We can rapid fire us like the poop on Carol on.
We like the fire on tech.